Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of 90 Day Fiance, Season 8, Episode 7. You're so bad, boy. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with your auntie for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate tonight's episode, I would rate the episode a B. I thought this episode was off the chain. Please let me know down in the comment section and in the live chat what you would have rated this episode. We got a lot to get through. So let's go on and get it done. Shall we? Yes, we shall. The first couple that I want to talk about is Yara and Jovi. As we all know, Jovi is at work doing what he does, and Yara is by herself. She is hanging out with everybody because she is just absolutely bored, right? And so she makes a decision that she is going to um, have lunch with Jovi's mom and the aunt, right? Or the cousin or the sister or whoever it was. And so they go to a cafe. Before that, she indicated that she had a conversation with Jovi about what Homegirl said last week, okay? The snitchy girl. And she said that he said the things that happened in my past are in my past, and it ain't got a damn thing to do with this relationship. And so she's saying that, basically he said it ain't never happened. So either it didn't ever happen or it's in the past. I want to believe that this is something that is in the past. So anyway, she's confused about, where she's standing with her man right now because she don't know if he, you know, sees women in his strippers in his future or what. So anyway, she's having lunch with the mom, and of course, the mother is trying to find out more about her. She said that she hasn't been around her a lot, right? And so, this is her way of trying to get to know her. And of course, she still wants them to have this wedding. She thinks that, this is the Cajun way, and that, she deserves to have this. Wedding. And so of course Yara is irritated about it because she's tired of having this conversation with the mother, which I would be tired of having a conversation with her too. If I said no, I said no. And so, the aunt asked her, has she ever been engaged or married before? She said no, she hasn't been married before, but she has indeed been engaged. And so, that made the mother's eye raise up. But I'm just thinking, a beautiful woman like that, of course she's been engaged before. Like, who hasn't been, right? Who hasn't accepted a ring and then changed their mind? So anyway, the mother, tells her that they don't have to call it a reception. They can just call it a, like a party, a get together or whatever. Because of course Yara wants to get married in Vegas. I guess she's thinking that this will make it, smaller or whatever. I mean, they can get married in somebody's backyard, as far as I'm concerned. But, she's still, going back and forth with them. she has her wedding ring or her engagement ring on her right hand, as opposed to here in America where we have it on our left hand. And she indicated that in her country, women wear it on their left hand if they're either divorced or they're widowed. And so I thought that was very interesting. I'd never heard of that before. But nonetheless, the mother tells her, it's going to be a while before Jovi comes back home. And so if you're ever lonely or don't have anything to do, and she was like, that's every day, um, then, holler at your girl and I'll hook up with you. She said she's met with her a couple of times. But, they still, believe that women who come here are only coming here because they are interested in getting a green card and not because she truly loves the man. And I don't think that that's the same way all the time, right? I think that there are some women and some men who do that, but I think that she's really has feelings for him. She said that she doesn't know whether or not they like her, and really she don't give a damn because she believes that everybody should like her. Later on, we see her in a telephone conversation with her girlfriend, and her girlfriend doesn't work. She's just chilling at home too. She said that the weather was great back at home and she's feeling depressed. She said that right now she's feeling extremely tired. All she really wants to do is sleep, that things are making her nauseous. And her girlfriend was like, wait a minute, hold up, you might be pregnant. I suggest that you go down to the CVS and go and get you, a couple of pregnancy tests or 12. And you need to, drink some water and head on to the bathroom. And so, she's like, oh my God, I hope I'm not pregnant because I'm not ready for this. Prior to Jovi leaving, the two of them had already talked about, pregnancy and having a kid and all that. And they had already made a decision between the two of them that this was not something that they wanted. But as we all know, based on a video I did a couple of weeks ago, it appears that they already have a baby. And so I guess, the baby got out the bun with us before the bun out the oven. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. So the next couple I want to talk about is Tyreek and Hazel. Of course, we all saw the warm reunion with Hazel and Tyreek's daughter. And, Tyreek is happy. He's wanting to show her Virginia Beach because right now they are filming them while they are still yet in quarantine. And I thought that production and all of that stuff has shut down, but I guess maybe it didn't. I mean, not for TLC. They seem like they still filming everybody. I mean, but okay. And so, they're at Virginia Beach, and, he wants this to be like a chill type day. But this is not going to be a chill type day because Hazel has gone through Tyreek's phone. Yes, she has. Hazel says, you may think I'm stupid and a little slow, but I'm not. She's excited about being here in America because she said that she gets to, live out her dreams of being with, Tyreek as her husband and having a woman. She said that she could not do this at home because her parents were very religious. And so she could not live out that part of her life. But as we all know, he and Tyreek and Hazel have had a relationship with a young lady by the name of Minty. And since Hazel, by her own admission and by what Tyreek said, she felt like the two of them were sitting around and talking in her language, and she felt insecure about it because she didn't want him to, fall in love with this woman and leave her out in the cold. But you know what? That's a risk you take when you start inviting people to your bedroom. I mean, you take a risk. Now, Tyreek indicated that he wants to tell Hazel about this, but he just doesn't know when the perfect time is because he has to wear a mask. And so because he has to wear a mask and we're currently going through what we're going through, Tyreek can't be, all the way honest with her. He has to wait, I guess, until this is over. Like, I don't know, what his reasoning is. But anyway, Hazel confronted him and told him that, she know, well, first of all, she was telling him that, she was ready to invite another woman into the relationship between the two of them. And Tyreek was like, they come in all flavors out this mofo. You got, women from every nationality and everything else. And so, he's just putting all kinds of women on the menu for her. And I just was like, this is kind of sick. You know what I mean? I know couples do what they do, right? But I just kind of think it's just a little sick that he is really actively participating in this. I think that he, thinks that things didn't go right with Minty for whatever the reason. But I'm telling you right now, he's, like he's playing a very, very dangerous game. A very dangerous game. And so, anyway, she tells him that she looked at his phone and she realized that he had been talking to Minty. And he told her the reason why he had talked to her was because, evidently the pandemic started, first where she was. And so he was saying that, he was concerned about her. And she was like, so why didn't you talk to me about it first? And he was like, you're right, but, you know, um, you know, I'm talking to you about it now, basically. And Hazel is not going for the okey doke. Hazel is not as dumb as he thinks she is. Absolutely, I believe that Hazel at this point is playing him. I think Hazel's a little smarter than Tyreek is. I think he is going to find himself by himself. But I mean, it is what it is. And Tyreek, probably really does have something, some strong feelings for Minty. And Hazel ain't gonna go for it. He is going to be with the woman that she picks out, and come hook about crook. That's how that relationship's gonna be set up between the two of them. And I just was like, what, they are headed in the wrong direction, and I'm really hoping that Tyreek can deal with this because this is some serious stuff right here. This is serious. When you start inviting other people into your bedroom, this is some serious stuff, and you may not come out the winner in this. I mean, that woman may put it on her and just, totally turn her life around. But you know what? If he's willing to take the risk, it ain't none of my damn business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one to gossip. So you did not hear from me. You ain't hear from me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the next couple that I want to talk about is Amara and Andrew. Andrew is still in Mexico, right? And he has said that he has exhausted all of his resources. Although he has not left the hotel, he has been exhausting, I guess, his minutes, his data. I don't know what he's exhausted, but his fat ass ain't did nothing but sat around sweating. I haven't seen him do anything but make telephone calls and sit around sweating looking nasty. I'm just wondering at what point is he going to. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. You see what that is. Thank you so much, Lupe, for the 19.99 super chat. Thanks for being you. Thank you, boo. Appreciate you. So only thing that I've seen Andrew do is, sit around and whine and act like he's so stressed out because she didn't make it. Now, in the meantime and in between time, it's been, 36, 48 hours? And he hasn't heard from this woman at all. And he hasn't he has not gotten up. Now, from allegedly, the producers told him to fly out to Mexico City, and he refused to fly out to Mexico City. And you know what? Like a lot of people have said down in my comment sections, you mean to tell me that there's nobody in that hotel that can, speak in Spanish and find out where the hell she is or what's going on. There's nobody that can be an interpreter for him. Like, he's just a lazy, he thought that he was going to get up, and he's not getting that, right? And so I'm a little pleased that he is not getting what he wanted out of this deal, because this was some dumb stuff for him to do anyway. In the meantime, and in between time, we see him go to his phone, and he notices that she's online. And so now he's reaching out to her online to try to find out what's going on with her. And so she's like, I'm on my way back home, bitch. I was stuck for 3 days and 3 nights, okay, in the worst accommodations that I've ever been in my whole entire life. trying to come over here for this bull you told me was 100% guaranteed was going to work, and that we were going to spend 14 days in bliss, okay? And I'm sitting up here spending 3 days in, okay, because of this grand idea that you decided to have. Now, allegedly, there was some text message that he leaked out on Instagram indicating that this was all her idea. But according to her, he is the one who's been pushing this on her. And you know what? The thing about it is, Andrew, with your bitch ass, you're the one who sat there on national television and took credit for it. And so now all of a sudden you want to throw her under the bus because you looking like the asshole that you really are. Like for real? Really, Andrew? Take responsibility for you the one that sat there in the kitchen and told your mother that you went to some website and people were saying that was the way that they were breaking the rules and that this was going to work for you. You were the one that sat there and took credit for it. And so now all of a sudden, now you don't want to take credit for it. You want Amara to take credit for it. You don't even give a damn that this girl was sitting up in a jail cell, a detention center, a prison, if you will, for 3 damn days, and she thinks she high class. Now back to Amira. So we see Amira. She's finally made it home. She got her hot red dress on. She said that she was. The producers asked her what happened, and she was like, basically, they ain't tell me nothing. Basically, she didn't get a Miranda right read or nothing. Okay. That ass was just in a jail cell. He said, well, like, was it like prison or what? She said it was just a big room, but it was definitely a jail, bitch. She said it had a toilet up in there, but it didn't have no toilet paper. Can you imagine wiping your is for 3 days and 3 nights and you ain't got no toilet paper and you fingering it? You know what I'm saying? Like oh my goodness, I can't even imagine it. You talk about yeast infection. You talk about you talk about a urinary tract infection. Like, you just talk about all kinds of nastiness, because how in the world are you not able to wipe your vajayjay or your ass for 3 days and 3 nights? I can't even imagine it, right? So that's why Auntie don't commit no crimes. Because I ain't got time to even try to imagine anything like that. But anyway, so she's basically standing in the mirror trying to look pretty and everything, but she crying, and I just was like, okay, now I don't know if y'all saw, but bitch, I didn't see nary tear. I just was waiting for the tear to come down her eye, and I just never saw it. But maybe you all did. Write it down in the comments section if you saw a tear drop. And I know it was devastating to her, but I was like, I really need some real, true emotions out of your ass. Instead, she was just trying to look cute. Even when they had her in the confessional and she was sitting there with the pretty red dress on and somebody handed her a tissue, I just didn't see no tears anywhere. I didn't even see the tissue get wet. And I don't know if she's trying to keep that like up underneath her breasts. So, in case she get detained again. She said that, Andrew told her that, that this was a good idea. And although she didn't want to do this, he made it seem like he wasn't going to mess with her no more if she didn't do it. And I'm just like, y'all get this story together, right? This story is both of them, like kind of like pointing fingers, right? At this point on Instagram, on social media, they pointing fingers, but she was like, nobody should ever have to go through this, and he didn't even call me after he found out that I was alive and I was being extradited back to France, right? She said that he didn't even call her or anything. He didn't care whether or not she made it back to her house or anything like that. And she was, really just talking about her daddy crying and no parent should have to go through this. And she's absolutely right. This mofo, he's angry with her probably because she got detained thinking that this was something that she did. But bitch, look, they shut everything down. They said, bitch, don't fly, okay? And so you decided that you wanted to fly, and this is what you get. You thought that you were just going to be up in something, you know what I'm saying, for 14 days, and y'all were just going to la across the damn border and everything. It just ain't happening like that, young. I mean, they sent her ass back. She was straight up in jail, and according to her, he did not even give a damn. And you know what? And I can tell he didn't give a damn. You know why? Because he washed his ass in 3 days. And so I'm just sitting up there thinking he really don't care about Too much of nothing. Now she involuntarily couldn't wash hers, but he could wash his, and he did not wash his. Y'all know that hair was looking like it was greasy. It looked like he had taken a whole bottle of olive oil and just poured it down on this. It just grimy, nasty type mofo, right? Now I can't get with this Samba, and I can't get with her either, because anybody who put you in harm's way, you know what I'm saying? She had a responsibility as a grown ass woman to do her research her damn self. And she didn't do research either. So she's partially to blame for this, right? And it ain't no weenus, no nothing that's going to convince me that this is the right thing for Auntie to do. That I'm just going to be slipping up through some, I got a superpower and I'm going to be, snap my fingers and bitch, I'm going to be invisible. I'm not sitting up in a detention center for nobody. You will not be having me sitting in INS, S&I for nothing. Not for a piece of wieners. Oh, hell to the... I just ain't going down like that, damn it. I got a fat ass, and I'm not going down like that. I'm not going down like that, y'all. I just ain't gonna do it. What other couple did they have on that show tonight, y'all? Okay, so we didn't see Stephanie and Ryan this week. Who else did we see? Okay, we saw Mike and Natalie. Where do I even begin with this bullshit? Now, last week, Natalie was just smelling the closet. I don't know, I can't describe what's in it. Just smelling the closet. But I tell you what, it wasn't no smell in that closet when that bitch was rambling through there looking for that ring. She said, I got the fucking ring. She said he wants to punish me for how I treated him. So I'm gonna be looking for the ring now. My mother asked me about the ring, and I didn't have an answer for my mother, so for the second sash up on that ish. So she gets to rambling through his house. She's going from drawer to drawer. She's in the kitchen. She's moving Mary Joseph and the baby and baby Jesus around. She's moving crosses and all kinds of potteries. She got the cotton freaking cabinet with cards at the top and a steamer at the bottom. She got a crock pot on that. She don't know whether or not it's decorations or it's something for the kitchen. The house don't even look like it's clean. We see her brushing the cat. The cat don't like it. It's get up all off of her. She just a nasty person inside and out, right? And Natalie, I know you hit me up and you wanted to be Instagram friends with me, and I accepted your invitation. But Natalie, I know you know, and I know you rocks with her, leans with her with Auntie. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you's one nasty bitch, Natalie. I mean, you can't make this up, y'all. Like, for real, you's a nasty. You nasty. So I don't know whether or not I'm going to block your ass tomorrow on Instagram, Natalie, because I don't know if I can lean with you, rock with you, bunk with you like that. I just don't know whether or not I could do it, Natalie. I mean, when you hit me up, I just was like, all right, then, I'm going to go ahead on. But now I'm second guessing that decision, because when I looked at you tonight, you can't make that nasty up, okay? Now you talk about your mother asked you about the ring and you want to be happy with Michael and all of that kind of stuff, but you're really treating homeboy like a piece of, okay? Thank you so much, Lillian Lopez, for the $5 super chat. You look gorgeous, Auntie, said the cat. Thank you. Thank you, Lillian. So, she going all up through the smelling closet and everything. She's looking for this ring. She finds a safe. She said, oh, the ring, this safe isn't there. Because, she's smart and her IQ is 150, right? So she's smarter than the mofo. So she done already figured out that, the ring is in the safe. So, she just continues and she tries to put everything back like she ain't touched nothing. Because, she feels like, she feels insecure because she didn't have the ring back. But the ring was something that she threw off her finger. You understand? saying? If the ring meant that much to you, you should have held on to that mother as long as you had it. But you know, you thought you was all high and mighty. You want to play all these games and all this with Mike, and it backfired on you because there you sitting over there. You've been in America now for 30 days, and you ain't got a ring back, a ring that you feel like you deserve and you work for. Now you know she already realizes that the relationship between her and Mike ain't working, you know, that great. So you know she just gonna antagonize his ass when he come home from work. So you know Mike comes home from work and she, you know, put one log on the fire and she got her feet all up there and everything like a praying mantis. And I'm just sitting up there saying, this woman right here just exudes bitchiness, right? It just comes, it just oozes through her skin. And I mean, even if she wanted to play nice, she can't play nice. That's why her mouth won't open up when she fucking talking, right? That's why they got to use closed caption and all kinds of, when she says something, because she just oozing out all of this nastiness. So, of course, you know, Mike comes home from work. He said it was a long day. You know, he gets up early in the morning and you know, while she's still sleeping, he come home late at night, you know what I'm saying? And he just wants to come home to a brewski and a soft, comfortable chair and a TV dinner, okay? He don't know, he don't care if it's Marie Calendar, bitch. He don't care what kind it is. He just want to come home and live that American life. Thank you, Michael Davenport. You do the best Natalie impersonation. Thank you, Michael Davenport, for the $5 super chat. So, you know, she's sitting up in there and everything. And so Mike comes home and, you know, she's on the floor. He said, oh, go ahead, girl. You started a fire. She's like, yes, she did. And so Michael was like, you know, give me a kiss, you know. So Michael's, you know, like, what's for dinner? You know, what we going to eat? Okay, it must be the weekend because he said it was a hard week. So, you know, she said, you know, it was a hard, you know, hi, Michael. Welcome home, Michael. Shit, it's a hot day. I had a bad day. He said, no, I said I had a hard day, bitch. Get it straight. If you going to repeat something that I said, make sure, make sure you repeat my verbatim. So, you know, she gets up and everything. And this is the week that, you know, Michael ain't supposed to be eating meat, even though Michael can eat shrimp. Like, I don't have an understanding. Somebody gonna have to help me out with the vegetarian vegan stuff, like, because I'm thinking if you don't eat meat, you don't eat anything that crawls, slithers, walks. You don't eat any of that, okay? Swims, flies, bitch. You don't eat none of that. If you ain't eating meat and you a vegetarian, why the hell are you eating that, right? Because, I mean, or is it just red meat that you got a problem? You just got a problem with cows and pigs? Like, what the fuck is, somebody help me down in the comment section. Let Auntie know, because I don't know anything about that stuff. I don't pretend to know anything about it, but I'm like, if you going to tell him he eating chicken and, I mean, shrimp and rice, I'm saying to myself, that's not a vegan diet to me. I feel like vegan, you ain't eating. Okay, so I mean, it just absolutely could be something else. I ain't even gonna pretend to know it all. So anyway, Mike is like, okay, good, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and eat some chicken and rice. But for real, he was wishing that he had stopped off at McDonald's or Taco Bell, bitch, or you know, or Chi-Chi's, or he just thought it was thinking in his head, and I could just hear him thinking, couldn't y'all? Damn, I wish I had just stopped off, got some food, threw it out, you know, out of the car and everything, so I ain't drive up here with it. So he's like, yeah, I can go ahead on and do some stir fry. And she was like, stir fry? And we're going to steam it. It's healthier. So Mike was like, steam it? I'm just going to go ahead on the stir fry. I don't want you to eat fried food. He said, it ain't fried. It's cooked in a fucking wok. It's just a word called stir fry. Just like when she thought that root beer was beer, right? So now she's thinking stir fry mean fry. But you know what, Mike, I got to say, fry mean fry though. I mean, I'm with you, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? You think it because it ain't in the cast iron pan and it's in the wok that it ain't fried? No, bitch. When that fire get to sizzling like that, and you got to use some oil up and up, you fry, Mike. That's fried rice. You know what I'm saying? Now, you ain't got the soy sauce on it and the stuff on it that, make it turn into, the little brown rice and everything like they do at the curry out. But, bitch, you know damn well that that's fried, right? Okay. But anyway, so Mike is mad about it and everything. You sure it's healthier for you. You need to lose weight. Mike ain't never said that he was losing weight. But matter of fact, when we met them the first time we met them, she was happy that he was a big man, right? She liked all the stuff that, the tall stuff about him. First of all, Nelly, you gotta accept him the way he is, damn it. That's the way you liked him, but you fucking with him because you can't find that ring. So she tells Mike, I look for the ring today. So Mike was like, what made you all of a sudden look for the ring? I just want the ring and so it's for the ring. So Mike said, well, where is this? It's in the safe. So Mike said, no, it ain't. No, the fuck it ain't. It ain't in the safe. Oh, so you outwitted, smarted me. Okay. Oh. So Mike said, look, go ahead on and make the little rice and everything. Make it in some water. So she came over there, right, and was like, yeah, go ahead on and give it to me. Mike was like, nah. She's like, give me a kiss. Mike was like, Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want to hug you. I don't want to kiss. Why, Michael? What, Michael, why you doing? He don't want to kiss you. Oh, that messed her head up. When Mike rejected her and pushed her ass back like that, she was done. Okay? Phyllis was hurt. So now it's time to attack Mike. It's time to make Mike feel like some doo-doo in his own house. Young, I'm telling you, Natalie would have been thrown out there like last week's trash bitch. She'd have been on her ass sliding down them slopes on that. I'm trying to bitch. So Mike decided he didn't want no kiss from her. He said he not playing games with her. He not going to go back and forth. He said she didn't appreciate the ring when he gave her the ring. And so why the fuck is she worried about it? So she going to tell Mike because Mike told her that it wasn't in the safe that he must have sold it. I was like, what the fuck? So Mike was like, you know what? Yeah, had to pay the bill somewhere. And I was like, why is she, dogging this man out, trying to make this man feel low? So, she continues on with it. You think that's the worst of it? That ain't the worst of it. Okay? Wait for Auntie to tell you. I'm about to tell you right now. So then she goes over to the stove and everything. And Mike's coming over there and she starts talking about a class. So Mike goes over to the refrigerator. She said, no alcohol. No alcohol tonight, Michael. So Michael was like, shh, you must have lost your mind. I got to be up in this house with you. I'm getting me a brewski. Mike just about knocked her down toward the refrigerator. Door off, getting that bed. Mike got that bed, popped that cap off that door. Mike sat down with that bed. Mike had that bed like that. Mike was like, I'm drinking this joint. He said, oh my God, this joint is good. So, of course, now she mad because, first of all, Michael didn't, keep his promise not to have no meat. And then Michael go come in and she said, oh, you always drinking my computer. So she goes over to the stove and everything. She tells Michael, Michael, what is your IQ? What is your IQ? Mine is high. It's 110, 150. So Mike was like, I don't know what my IQ is. I ain't never take no test. You never took a test in school, Michael? Michael said, no, I ain't never take no test in school. She said, well, have you ever been to a museum? Mike was like, what? I've been to the Louvre. But you said, I took you there. I'm high class, you're low class. Mike said, wait a minute, what? The fuck? What are you talking about, class? So, she's trying to dig at Michael. So the producer said, thank you so much, Alan 508 for the $4.99 super check. Mike still marries her, though. I'm sticking to find out why. Okay. So at this point, Michael is, so she's, told Michael that he low class. And so Michael said, what's this with the low class stuff? What are you talking about? Where did you get this class stuff from? So she's like, you're low class, Mike. And so Mike was like, what do you know about low class? She said, I'm living in one. So basically, she was calling Mike's house low class. Now, Mike, I must say that joint looked like straight Sanford and Son. Mike, I got to admit that the house is fucked up, Mike. The house is, it looked like it's too. Now the laundry room, you had that together, but Mike, I'm afraid that yeah, Mike, you're looking a little shady, young. It looked like everything in that bitch is like 70 years old, and it's just a whole bunch of cluster up in there, and a whole lot of clutter, and just just everywhere. The lights is still fluorescent up in the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no recesses up in that mofo. You got one little log, little log burning stove over here. It do look cold up in that. Right? It look like you gotta have a shawl and a parka on all day, like you out there hunting buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Pow. You stripping it. It look like you, Mike. The house is fucked up. Though, Mike. I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, the way she said it wasn't cool, right, Mike? But the house is Mike. He said, I mean, what she talk about? She keep complaining about my house like this is low class. She told that mofo, I'm living in low class with you. They said, so you just antagonize Mike. You provoke Mike. She said, yeah, I do sometimes. Yeah, I do. I do provoke Michael sometimes. I said, bitch. She said, because he don't respect me. And we don't respect each other. So they sit at the table, and now they having a heated, and I mean, when I say heated, I mean heated. It almost made me flustered, okay? Mike was like trying to tell her, he said, who told you, what class are you in? You got the nerve to be sit up in here calling somebody low class. What do you do? What class are you in? With your high-ass IQ. I said, Mike! Michael! Mike was done with her sitting up there turning her nose up to people. She told Mike that he didn't have any respect for her. And when she said that to Mike, he said, where's your respect for me? Her and Mike are going at each other's throat. The producers asked Mike, where's the fucking ring at? Just give her the ring, bitch. All of this is about the ring. Mike says she didn't want the ring. She gave the ring back. She ain't getting till I say she gets it. She says that she feels like she's about to go home because he don't respect her and they don't respect each other. And I absolutely, totally agree that they do not respect one another. But I tell you what, the closet wasn't smelling like when she was looking for that ring. She wants Mike to respect her, to kiss her ass. She told Mike, I ain't going to sit up here and be with no man who's going to treat me and disrespect me and not treat me the way that I want to be treated. Let me tell you something, honey. That's how you want to be treated. You one of the type of women, you want to be smacked around and dragged by your head like a caveman. You a cave woman. You just want him to just drag you around. Okay? That's what you trying to do. You trying to provoke the man to put the paws on it. So when Mike was drinking his beer and he walked near, she said, oh, you so drunk. You so drunk. I'm scared of you. Scared of you. Mike said, whoa. Whoa. Scared of me. So now she's playing damsel in distress. Like, this is serious. Like, this is serious. You gonna sit up there and act like you scared of him? I'm scared of you. But I'm gonna keep on provoking you. I'm gonna keep tapping you. Tap, 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 tap. I'm gonna keep on fucking with you. And I'm gonna keep on saying all kinds of disrespectful on my mouth. But I'm scared of you because you got a beer. She said, you are a low-caste drunken man. A low-class drunken man, and you saying this up in my house, and then you gonna have the nerve to go down a little teeny hallway and slam a door up in this? Mike, you a better man than I am a woman, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'd have gave her exactly what she was looking for. Exactly what Natalie is looking for. Mike is in the danger zone, and Mike had the nerve to marry this chick. Like, for what? Like, when did this turn around? When did this relationship, when did this woman turn around, Mike, and made you think that it was okay for you to marry this chick? I mean, I'm just curious. Does anybody see any sign, any window where this relationship is going to change? She wants to control Mike, and she wants Mike to be under her feet. She told Mike if he loses 10 pounds, then she'll talk to him. Mike said, I ain't got no weight problem. I don't have no weight problem, and I'm not trying to lose weight. It's healthier for you. He said, well, I tell you what, when you gain 10 pounds, then I'll talk to your ass. You ain't all that. Can you imagine being in a relationship like that? Oh, hell to the no. The next jacked up, toe up, fucked up ass relationship is Brandon and Julia. I feel so sorry for Julia. It's unbelievable. Julia and Brandon was standing out on the porch, okay? And I mean, when I say standing on the porch, they were standing on the porch. Okay, y'all, let me get this super chat. Hey, everybody. I see it's 568 people in here. So that means it's at least 1,000. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Bean, for the $9.99 super chat. Anytime you want to visit New Orleans, I'll show you around. Your reviews are always soulful, down to earth, and funny as hell. I appreciate all the time you give interacting and sharing with us. Oh, thank you, Bean. Oh my God, I may have to take you up on that when the quarantine, because my nieces and them stay in New Orleans, okay? And I mean, when I say they stay in New Orleans, they always down there drinking. My niece gets up in the morning, honey, and goes on Instagram when she in New Orleans and pops Patron. Hey, boo, if you out here, pops Patron early in the morning when she's in the Orleans, okay? Okay. Oh my goodness. So anyway, they standing out on the porch, right? And they happy than a mofo. And mom and daddy come burling about the house, right? Daddy is like, come on, let's go. And let me tell you, daddy, he's a smoking gun. You understand what I'm saying? He's a firecracker, y'all. I mean, daddy be rolling on all cylinders, bitch. He go in on and let his wife get, pop off a little bit. But he is running on all fucking cylinders. So they come out the house. They getting ready to go away for the night. I don't know what they doing. They doing a trade show, selling animals, bitch. I don't know what they doing. But, they've been leaving frequently. So they out there. They happy than a mofo that mama and daddy is leaving. Because they just about to go ahead on it and get busy with it, right? They going to probably use their bed to... I got a feeling mama got a couple of invisible strings around her door. So when she come home, she look and see if the strings got popped. I think she used invisible tape to close that mofo up, right? And I'm sure she got all kinds of thumbtacks sticking up on the bed. So if they even think about getting up on mama's son bed, she got a booby trap for their asses, okay? But they out there grinning and smiling because they leaving out for the weekend, right? They like, we love you, John Boy. So, they pull off and everything. And they like, oh, body yada 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 yada, body yada 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 yada. Okay, they are ready to get bodied. Do you hear what I'm saying? So she jump up in his arms. She wrap her legs around him. He said, where you want to go, baby? She said, we can go anywhere. She up on him. You know what I'm saying? She got her arms wrapped all over around there. Like, body, yada, 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 yada. She got her little drink. Like, yada, yada, yada. Body, yada, yada, yada. Fuck these animals. They did nothing on They ain't did nothing on the farm but fuck, okay? That's the only thing they did. They got on the farm. The chickens was clucking and they was fucking, okay? I mean, they just was like, we plucking. Okay. Y'all get it, right? So they just having a good time. And so, she's like, all up in the man, wrapped around the man. He happy and everything. Next thing you know, we see her. She talking about some, I'll be right back, boo. She steps into another room. She come out there. She butterball naked with a towel on. And he's like, oh, what you doing? She came out that joint. Pow! She like that. Ah! She like that with she had the towel. She's like, hey, hey. The cameraman, the cameraman see her ass right. She just like, ah, 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 ah. They run to the, jacuzzi and everything. He stripped butterball naked. He jump up in that jacuzzi naked. She just giggling and laughing. She sling that towel up on the little patio, the little flowery chair. And honey, of course, they got busy in the jacuzzi. They had the time of their life, right? Next thing you know, they out there in the morning, they trying to act innocent. Go, 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 go! The roosters and everything out there. They got all kinds. Because, they done neglected the animals the day before. So all of the animals are snitching, right? Moo, moo, moo. All of the animals is snitching. So mama is already pissed off because they done had to get up this morning and do double time because they could tell there wasn't nothing done in the thing. So the mother was like, how y'all doing? They was like, we good, we good. Hey, what's going on? She was like, I need to talk to y'all real quick. Get your asses over here. I need to talk to y'all real quick. So Brandon was like, do we have to? She was like, yeah, you got to. Mama went out to that jacuzzi. The jacuzzi had a cover on it. So, the cover was a little bit bent. I told y'all Mama would be sabotaging, okay? She had already fixed that cover the way she wanted to because she wanted to know whether or not they was in there. So, they put the little cover on, the cover on there, but they ain't put it just right back the way it was. So Mama said, got your asses. So they set out, so Mama said, what's that? They said, what? She said, this, right here. See how this ain't folded like that? It's supposed to be like that. So Brandon was like, oh, the wind did it. She was like, well, no damn wind. And you know what else is the second thing? They was like, what? She was like, she lifted up the cover. She said, the water is cloudy. What? What do you mean the water cloudy? So Julia was like, interpret, because she said, translate this. Julia said, translate this for me because I don't understand what she's talking about. She said, the water's cloudy. Did y'all get in here with clothes on? So Julia was like, so Brandon was like, no, we didn't. Because you have to get in here butt ass naked, right? So it seems like somebody got in here with some clothes on. So Julia was like, wait a minute, hold up. Why? Julia was like, wait a minute. You don't want us sleeping in the bed together. But we got to get in the jacuzzi butt ass naked. So she was like, yeah. So evidently some fabric softener, some Tide, some Arm & Hammer bacon, some Downy, something got in here. And you know what? And I'm say this to y'all. Y'all know what else y'all can't do on the jacuzzi. Because see, this jacuzzi, this is for therapy. This ain't for pleasure. I told my daughter, I said, can you imagine me putting a pool in the backyard? And I'd be like, this just for lap swimming. This ain't for school, for pool parties, 4th of July, Memorial Day. It ain't for none of that. This pool in this backyard is just for me to swim laps in. What the hell? So she was like, you know what else you can't do out here, right? Let me hit this super chat real quick, y'all. Oh, I can't get it. Thank you, Kimberly, for the $10 super chat. Clink clink. Love you, Auntie. Love you too, Kimberly. Thank you, boo. So, Julia was like, I don't have no understanding on this. I need a translator or something to translate the bullshit that your mother's dropping out here. So, Brandon swore to God that they was up in there but naked and that they didn't do nothing in the pool. But I think that's why the water was cloudy. I think the water, it wasn't no daggone fabric softener that made it, the water a little cloudy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we gonna keep it pushing. So, the father, is talking to the mother, and he was like, if he up in there taking her tea and crumpets this morning, I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm about to go to hell off. I'm about to kirk out. He better than he take care of these animals. These animals is out here snitching. They ain't had nothing to eat. Now, before she got here, he was managing his full-time job and he was managing his farm. Now that Julia here, he want to take her tea and crumpets in the morning. I'm telling you, if he's doing it, you better not tell me. We gonna have to have a meeting with that boy because that boy ain't doing nothing. She said, well, you know what? I'm hoping that I'm gaining a daughter and another farmhand and not losing a son because, if he pick her over us, then, honey, we out of luck. So he was like, yeah, we gonna talk to that mofo. He using a jacuzzi and making the water cloudy and didn't put the cover back on there, right? His ass is in trouble. So, the family is going through, what they going through and everything. So, they make a decision that they going to talk to their asses. Oh, yeah, because Julia had already said she up there cleaning up. She done did everything the mother done told her to do. Okay, she picking up pig poop, goat poop, dupe, and horse duke, and, puppies, and all. I mean, they got everything up on that cotton freaking farm, right? And Julia was like, this ain't the life that I came over here to live. I came over here to marry your son. I ain't come over here to be a farmhand. I said, Julia, you better talk that talk, Julius. Thank you, Bobby, for the $4.99 super chat. Hey, beautiful. Brandon's mom is tripping. Yes, Brandon and Julia is skinny dipping in the hot tub. Okay. Thank you, Bobby, for the super chat. So they like, okay, this how we rolling. So, they decide to have a meeting with them. Mama come out there. Mama's like, no, we about to have a meeting out this mother, right? Thank you so much, Linda, for the $4.99 super chat. Hey, Auntie, I'm on the West Coast trying to watch episode and watch you too. You be keeping it real. Love you, sis. Love you too, Linda. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. So, they decided they going to have a meeting with them, but they going to have a meeting outside on the porch. So, she come on out there and everything. She trying to give Mama a chance, right? Because, she just managed to get her some, a good piece while they was gone, to the I don't know where the hell they went. Just make something up in the comment section about where the hell y'all think they went. Because I think they be going somewhere to do the nasty. Because I think Mama's a screamer. Now, I think Mama real loud with okay? So they done had to rearrange the house and everything. The stupid thing about it is they can't sleep together, but they got both of them sleeping side by side. The bedrooms right beside each other. They need to, just try to at least have her. Anyway. So they decide they're going to have him outside on the front porch and everything. So, they come out and everything. And Brandon looked just like his mother. I mean, if you put a wig on Brandon, he looks just like his mother. So, the mother, she's sitting there. She got to bring the rocking chair up close. And so, Papa Son, he pissed. He said, look, let me tell you something, Brandon. I'm sick of this. Now, I'm trying to treat you like the boy you are, okay? But you had time, to take care of the farm before Julia got here. Now, you getting your ass up at the break of dawn. She barely gets the hell up. You getting up at the break of dawn. You need to be up before dawn break. And you ain't taking care of the farm and pulling your end of the way. Now, we feeding this bitch. We housing her. We doing everything for her. Because, that basically Daddy had already dropped that, right? He had already dropped all the stuff that he doing for her. He said, and I'm telling you right now, you ain't helping. You ain't pulling your weight on the farm. Now I need you to grow up, and I need you to get your butt about here. And Julia, you too. I'm talking to you too. Now, we trying to be nice to you. We trying to be as hospitable as we can. But you ain't helping it. You called so Brandon was like, I mean, I'm trying. So the dad was like, I mean, what do you mean you trying? Help me out with that. What does I'm trying mean? Brandon sat there and said, well, when I go and take her to tea and her crumpets in the morning, she pulls me in and be like, I want you to stay. The daddy said, and so Julia was like, wait a minute, hold up. You mean to tell me that you trying to blame this on me? You trying to make it seem like because I'm here and you want to sneak up and rub and dub all up on me in the room, you trying to make this my responsibility? So Brandon was just sitting there like, like dumb like he usually look. Wait a minute, hold on. How dumb he be looking? Just a blank stare. Dumb mother. Thank you so much, Tamika, for the $1.99 super chat. So, he's sitting there like, so the father was like, Julia, no more tea. Julia said, oh. Oh. He said, no more tea. You can't have no more tea on the farm. He can't bring you nothing else. So Julia was like, you know what? I need to be by myself. I'm going to go ahead on and leave y'all out here. And I'm going to go ahead on inside. Because I need to be by myself. I told y'all that I like the nightlife. I like stripping at night. I like that pole life. It's the pole for me. I don't even like getting up in the morning. I'm allergic to the morning. And y'all gonna come out here now and talk about taking the tea too? It's just too much for me to handle, bitch. I'm gone. So Julia goes in the house and the father was like, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I ain't playing with you. Get your priorities together, son. You think this a joke? You think you a little boy? You think we controlling you now? We gonna control when you breathe, bitch. So Brandon gets up, he goes in. He goes into his little room, his little boy room, with his name tag hanging on the door like he don't know who the fuck he is, or he's gonna be lost if Brandon isn't written in chalk, hanging on a board on his bedroom door. How much of a bitch baby is he? Y'all know y'all saw that baby sign hanging on the outside of Brandon's door with his name written on it in chalk? Who gets up every morning and does that for him? So of course, she comes into the room and she like, look, I'm telling you right now, this ain't working. We gotta work this out. They say we can't be together in the morning. They say we can't sleep together. When you get home in the evening, they say we can't be together. When can we be together, Brandon? Brandon, like, give it a couple of more days. I done already gave it a month. This farm life ain't working for me. He said, well, can you just give it a couple of more days? Just try to work with them. Your mother and father are not negotiable. They not, they check in the jacuzzi, young. You know damn well that your mother did not have time, right, to do her therapy in a jacuzzi. They just had the camera on your ass. They knew what you was doing. Like, whose mother does that? And Brandon's sitting up there saying, I just needed somebody to tell me what to do. She was on him. Oh, my God, I'm spending too much time on them. So anyway, long to the short of it, she gets up the next morning. She's late. Brandon, Mama, and Daddy, Ron, and Betty is sitting at the table. They all having their morning coffee. And if you're a coffee drinker like me, I don't like to move, breathe, even blink my eyelashes, okay, without a cup of coffee in the morning. It just is what it is with me. But here it is, they get up. So she gets up late. So the mother says, she said, well, maybe you can make some tea. The mother said, you ain't drinking no tea. Get your ass up and let's go. I thought that was so cold-blooded. Not only did the mother refuse to allow the girl to have anything to eat, to have anything to drink, to have tea, to have a good morning, whatever. The mother gonna walk out there on the farm and tell her where she needed to go with her coffee in her hand. She studied sipping coffee, and this girl can't even sip tea. I said, what the hell is going on in this relationship right here? This is some bull crap with the mother. You know, I really have never thought about, doing anything. You know what, Auntie? Come on off of that, okay? Don't go there. Don't say it. Think it. Don't say it. So anyway, she's out there. The mother tells her to go to the goats. The goats are attacking her and everything. One of the goats greeted in the mofo. She got to tell the goat to make sure the little baby's eating everything. You know what I'm saying? And the mother's out there supervising her. Julia's life is just miserable, and I'm hoping that Julia's off that farm. The last couple that I want to talk about, y'all, is Raggedy Ass Rebecca. I'm going to try to make this quick because we've been out here for a minute. Let me look and see what time it is. How long we been out here? Daggone it. God, I'm going too long. Julia is out there. Zed is back. They dropped Tiffany and Micah off. She said Tiffany and Micah was with us all day. But yes, she comes on Instagram. She's complaining about Tiffany and Micah. But then she come out on Instagram and tell everybody on Instagram, leave them alone. Rebecca, you can't have it both ways. You the one was bitching and complaining about your daughter and Micah being there. Yeah, they rode Zed. They rode them hard, but you the one that instigated it. You started it. Anyway, y'all. She's all happy and giddy that, Zed is there. She says, Zed, come on, you want to go and see our new home? And so Zed said, yeah, I like it. I'm excited very much. I'm excited. I'm excited. So she said, come on. Zed walk up in that joint. She said, this is our home, Zed. So let me show you the magic room. This is the bedroom. This is where it's all going down. All of it. Here's the bedroom. When they opened up that door and that bed was on that floor, she has a mattress on the floor with a ring light. You talk about a fraud. Can y'all imagine if when I get up out of this office and go into my room, y'all will see a mattress and a fucking ring light? Y'all be like, Auntie, what the fuck is you okay? Zia was like, what the? This the bedroom? This the magic room? This the boom boom room? He said, oh. She said, come on, I'm going to take you to the other. She takes Zed. It's echoing like a, hello? Zed. This is where I'm going to be cooking for you. You're going to be cooking for me. Yeah, don't worry about it, I promise. Yeah, excited. I love it so much. Bitch. I'm sitting up there, she got a cotton freaking grocery cart. Well, the furniture is not here because it's in storage somewhere and it couldn't fit in my car and I didn't get a rental truck. Rebecca, how poor are you? She couldn't take off for 2 days. The one day she picked him up from the airport, and the day that it's his first day in America, because she said, I'm going to be taking care of him, and so I got to continue. So you don't have no leave? But you got a whole Safeway, Giant, Food Lion, Harris Teeter, Shopper Food Warehouse, grocery carts sitting up in your motherfucking house. Zia was like, all right, call my mama. I'm ready to go home. Zed is ready to kick his heels 3 times, bitch. He's looking for the Wizard of Oz, bitch. A lion with some courage, a scarecrow with some brains. He's looking for Dorothy, Toto, bitch. He said, I'm clicking my heels 3 times. This just has got to be a damn nightmare. Bitch, I got a flu. I mean, what? And then she gonna have the nerve to say, Zed, you don't seem happy. Fuck no, it's no furniture. Soon as he called his mother, he said, I made coffee out of milk, Mom. Let me show you the milk jug. This is the place. The mother said, the fuck is going on with the walls? Zed said, I told her that the walls was pretty. The walls was nice. Because that's all up in this. How are you living like that? Y'all help me understand. Like I almost wanted to cry for her. That ain't no bed that's been in the daggone. And then you got the nerve to be talking about your son. I mean, about Micah and Tiffany. At least they had a bed for you. But you making comforters with y'all faces on it and you ain't got a bed to put on. You ain't even got a box spring, Rebecca. If you brought the fucking mattress in there, where's the box spring? You got this bitch on the floor with a TV sitting in front of him. Hey, but you got the nerve to go down. The money that you used to go and get him an Xbox or a PlayStation, you could have used that to buy a bed frame, bitch, and bring your level up. You could have used that to get a rental truck, to get your out of storage. Your whole life is a lie, seemed like to me. The motherfucker said he wanted to go back home. You told him it's going to take him a year. I don't believe it because, I mean, this bitch is in a year lockdown, 360 days, 5 days. He said, I miss my family. I called my family when you was gone to work. And I talked to my mother and them. I think, in July I won't go and see my family. She said, nah, bitch, you stuck here for a year. A year! I said, damn, a year? I can't, I can't go back home for a year. That was on the paperwork? Can I erase my signature off this? Can I withdraw my paperwork? Can I put my paperwork back? The fuck is going on? This move don't know what he done got himself into. This woman ain't got nothing. Nothing. But some tasted choice on the counter and some milk in the fridge. That fridge was empty. Then he told his mother, he said, Mama, try to fix me something to eat. I don't even know. I just don't know. And when he got up in the morning, when he got off that airplane, I'm telling you, the bitch was Clark Kent. I mean, he was Superman. But bitch, when he got up the next day, he was Puff the Magic Dragon. He took that head, swooped that head up. Okay. But that big fat stomach and that sweater, bitch, he looked nothing like that when he came off there looking like Superman. I said, this is the real Zaire. He done stood up. I feel sorry for him because he's locked in a relationship with a woman that, in my opinion, doesn't do anything but lie. Somebody, please let me know down in the comment section if when you get the K1 visa, you can't leave here for a whole damn year. She says, I want him to know that, I want to know that he is the man that's going to marry me and change my life. Y'all, I'm not going to hold y'all up any longer. Thank you so much to all 701 of you who is out here with me tonight. I appreciate you all being here. This is the end of my review, but bitch, I'm telling you, you know I ain't done. I just realized that we over an hour, and I don't like being over an hour like this, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, if I had to rate this damn episode, I would have gave this bitch a B, because I'm going to tell you, it was a whole bunch of stuff that was up in this episode that I absolutely could read. We're going to have to come back and we're going to have to talk about it again, okay? We're going to have to talk about it again. Love you all to pieces. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. And thank you so much to Mary for always making sure that the chat stays safe and that you all are able to enjoy it. I love you all to pieces. Good night, y'all.